We all want to feel more powerful. We all want to feel more confident. So then what we'll do is we'll put on our headphones and play some music. But then the problem is that the kind of music we'll usually listen to while, wanting to get more hyped and get more of this energy, it's usually some purely degenerate rap. And it's a problem. Maybe you never thought about it even, but it's a big problem. I realized it sometimes ago when I was doing like one of my haircuts, because I got this habit that every Sunday, basically at the start of a new week, I do myself a haircut, and I just do like a complete, let's say, grooming. It's not that I take a shower once a week, but you know what I mean. And because it's at the start of a new week, I really like to also get myself in this hyped, this motivated energy, get just ready for this whole new week. So then I would do myself a haircut and I would play some music, because it takes me like altogether it takes me like, let's say, an hour. So I would play some music, and usually I would play like these rap songs. What I would notice then is that after, let's say, this 1 hour session, my thoughts and my energy is completely different. Even though I wanted this kind of aggressive, this masculine kind of motivated energy, even though I wanted that, then the thoughts I have and the thinking process that is going through in my mind is so different. And I was like, why is that so? I came to the realization that it's because of the music I'm listening to. Because the problem becomes that when you're listening to these rap songs with these degenerate lyrics, it kind of messes up with your head a little bit. You might not feel that it's affecting you, but it does, right? When you listen about like some crimes, about murdering others, about assassinations, about drugs, of course it affects you. And we guys enjoy this feeling, right? We enjoy feeling like some gangster, like some secret agent or stuff like that. But in this video, I want you to realize that you still can get this positive effect, this motivation, this extra energy, without damaging your brain and your mental health by listening to these degenerate songs. So the healthier option I found for myself is just movie soundtracks. That's something I always kind of was listening to because of my dad. He always used to just play some Pirates of Caribbean, is that how you say it? These soundtracks, and then from like Spider-Man movies and from Batman movies. So instead of listening to these rap songs, I started just listening in during these, let's say, Sunday grooming sessions. I just started listening to, for example, Dark Knight movie soundtracks. And it's such a healthier option because it will sound a bit cringe, but it makes you feel like a main character still, right? Because when you're listening to these rap songs, you also get the same feeling. But it's healthy. You don't listen about all of this degenerate stuff, and you still get the positive effects. You still get motivated, you still get that energy you wanted. So I just want you to find the type of music that still makes you feel the benefits without it needing to be degenerate and then messing up with your thoughts. Because you might not feel it just yet, but trust me, it really affects your brain. Like, just think about it. It would be the same as listening to your friend talking about it. Can you imagine your best friend all of the sudden being like, yeah, I robbed a bank recently and I killed some people, and I don't know even if I can say that on the YouTube, but can you imagine that? Of course it would affect you. And then you're listening to these rappers singing about it like it's nothing. Even though don't know him, you don't know him, so you're like, yeah, it doesn't affect me, right? Yes, it does. So I want you to, if you're the type of person that like listens to music when studying or when reading a book, I want you to find some more peaceful music. Maybe not uh, a classical music, because like I'm not a huge fan of this. I like to listen to it from time to time, but I'm not like a huge fan of this classical music. But just try to find something more peaceful, and then you will see the effect. Then you will see that you still are motivated, you still feel energy, you still feel like a main character, but you didn't spend like an hour listening about crimes, about all of this degenerate stuff. It will work out for you, like it will have much greater effect on you than listening to these rap songs, right? So again, it doesn't have to be necessarily a Dark Knight soundtracks or anything like this, but just type of music that, because even in not really rap songs, but songs you listen to in the radio while driving a car, or songs that just pop out, most of them are on the topics that you wouldn't probably want your future children to listen to, right? Yeah, that's the point. Like, if you don't want your future children to listening to it, then why would you do it? So again, if you are the type of person that just spends a lot of time listening to music, it's not necessarily bad in and of itself, but if you want to listen to music while studying, or while reading a book, or while working out, try to find something that again still will have these positive effects on you without being completely degenerate. So in the description I will have linked some of the things I'm listening to. There is this one channel that has like it's a constant live stream of just uh, Batman-like soundtracks, and I really enjoy listening to that. So if you want to check it out, just go to the description, and this is it. Thanks for watching, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you next time.